The chair now recognizes the last member of the subcommittee, the gentleman from New Jersey, Representative Kean, for 5 minutes of questioning.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And I want to thank Secretary Kennedy for being here today. I am very interested in learning about the plans for restructuring and streamlining at HHS. I'm especially interested to hear how these changes will improve New Jersey's impressive biopharmaceutical industry. Right now, there are many innovators in my district who are developing treatments to diseases that currently have no treatments, or they are improving the quality of life of patients around the country by developing improvements to existing therapies. New Jersey's innovators should be proud of their work, and Congress and HHS should do everything that we can to enable this innovation to benefit patients. Secretary Kennedy, in your testimony, you discussed the changes happening across HHS, and I'm hopeful that your efforts can improve processes across your department's various agencies. I've heard from stakeholders in New Jersey about these changes, and they could impact the prescription drug approval process. Could you speak to how you are looking to ensure that these changes have no negative impact on drug application review and approval timelines, new guidance, or general FDA response times to drug sponsors?
Are you talking about the personnel changes?
Yes.
Yeah, they're not going to have any impact. And we have met repeatedly with the biotech industry, including people from New Jersey, to assure them of that. We want to light a fire under biotech in this country, and that's exactly what we're going to do. It is the future of medicine. The stuff that is happening, the developments and innovations that are happening in that space should be exciting to all of humanity. And we're going to make sure that the United States remains the center of biotech, of the biotech revolution. China is putting huge amounts of money into this space, and it's important that we do the same thing. We're going to try to dismantle the barriers to biotech development and approval, and to make sure that we do everything that we can to support that industry.
Thank you. Second question, Secretary Kennedy. I appreciate your comments earlier on innovation and the role that cell and gene therapies play in that space. However, we must not forget the innovation that continues in the small molecule drug space, especially since these drugs can often be more convenient for patients. So amidst changes at the FDA over the past several months, including at the Centers for Drug Evaluation and Research, how are you ensuring that FDA can continue to enable innovation and flexibility in its reviews and approval of small molecule drugs?
I mean, that is a delicate path that I think we all have to talk about. We have to work with Congress to reform the pill penalty, and there is a provision in that in the big beautiful bill. And it's something that Congress ultimately is going to decide. We want to make sure that, you know, it's the small molecule drugs that you can take at home, the pills that the elderly consume in this country, and we want to make sure those are available and that those are at a convenient cost. And to some extent, the pill penalty has dampened innovation in that space, and a lot of the money the investment money has moved to the large molecules, the long molecule space, but it's a delicate balance, and we try to resolve that in the big beautiful bill. I think it's something that both sides of the aisle have an interest in, and that we all ought to be trying to strike the right balance.
I look forward to working with you in that regard, legislatively or administratively. Earlier this year, Secretary Kennedy, the administration issued an executive order that called for you and the FDA commissioner to look at administrative and legislative recommendations to improve the process by which prescription drugs can be reclassified as over-the-counter medications. This is commonly referred to as switch, and is important to me since New Jersey has a number of over-the-counter drug manufacturers. How can we work together to make sure that FDA approaches its work on OTC medicines, including switches, in a common sense and least burdensome manner to make sure that we realize the full potential of OTC benefits for American consumers?
This is an opportunity that we're deeply interested in, that we're committed to at FDA, and I would urge you to talk not just to me, but to Marty McCary about that. I think you'll be very, very gratified by the interest, by his openness to those kind of innovations.
The gentleman's
Thank you,
time
Mr.
has
Secretary.
expired,
And I yield back.
and the gentleman